Hello guys, welcome to a new video, a new strategy. Today's strategy is called a breakout pullback entry strategy. What's it called? It's called a breakout pullback entry strategy. This is the most basic and simple strategy you will ever find in the forex market. If you do not master this strategy, you aren't going to make it on the forex markets. That's how easy it is. It's just as the name suggests, it's a breakout pullback strategy. So what's a breakout? A breakout is basically following a trend. You draw an high, a low, and a high. So where's the breakout over here? The breakout is right over here. This is a breakout. When a high gets taken out or a low gets taken out, how do we draw the low? So low, a high, and a low. Here, where is the breakout? The breakout is right over here. That's a breakout. So now what's a pullback? When this price pulls back, before that, we need to learn how to mark our neckline. So how do we mark our neckline? You mark a high and a low. Now we have marked our high and our low. This area is called our neckline area. This is the area where we will be waiting for our price to return before I take our entry. In this scenario, it's right over here. Mark a low and a high. You have marked your low and your high for a downtrend, and this is for an uptrend. So when price returns back into this area, we take our entry. That's basically it. That's all that is there to this strategy. You wait for a breakout, then you wait for a pullback, and then you enter from the same area. Each commodity or each currency has its own characteristics. When it comes to commodities like gold and currencies like GPB, GPY, or anything related to yen pairs, they follow this characteristics where after a breakout, price always returns to that initial place and then it flies from there. It's just a basic characteristics. It's basically how the market moves. These are just fundamentals of the forex market. So let's look into the chart. Yeah, just keep in mind this is our neck area. This is where we want to wait for a price to come back. On about these cases, let's start looking from here. I suppose if here you look for a BPE, that is a breakout pullback entry, what you could see is there's a low, there's a high, there's a low again, and there's a high. So where is our neckline? You could easily see our neckline is right over here. See, it's right over here. Where did price return to? It broke a high, it returned, gave us a pullback, gave us an entry, and it flew. You alone can't use this strategy to trade. What you need to do is, as soon as price returns over here, you need to look for confirmations before just blindly entering. You wait for confirmations. If you do get your confirmation, you enter and price just flies. Let's look for another place. Let's look at this area, the continuation, right? You draw a high over, there's a high over here, a low over here, and another high. Now draw a neckline. Our neckline is right over here. This is our neckline. Price came till here. This is our neckline. Since price is over here, this is our neckline, and this is our neckline. Now let me just delete all these, or you'll let me just delete all these, or you'll get confused. See, this is our neckline. Price broke out. Where did it return to? It returned to our neck area. Entry. Price flew again. Let's now remove these things. And let's look for our next one. Imagine you do it right over here. All right, you see your high, your low, your high again. You could see your low again, or this one. Doesn't matter which one you choose, this one or this one. Either way, now draw your neckline. Draw your neckline. Draw it from here, and you draw it from here. Where did price return to? Sorry. Where did price return to after the break? Created a low, a high, and it broke again. Where did price return to before giving us an entry? Over here and over here, right at our neckline. That's a reversal again. Now let's delete all of these. Let's keep drawing. Let's check over here, right? You got a low, you have your low, you have your high, you have your lower low, and you have your high again. Now draw your neckline. This is your neckline. This is your neckline. Where did price return to before flying again? Made a breakout, gave you a pullback, it gave you entry, and it flew again. Right? See how easy this is? See how basic this is? This is the roadmap or the basics of the forex market. Gold doesn't leave without giving you a re-entry. If gold or yen price give you a breakout, it will most of the time, maybe like 80 to 90% of the time, give you a pullback before it flies again. It will always give you a chance to exit trades or even enter trades again. Let's keep on drawing for the fun of it. And you could see, let's keep on drawing, right? Let's look for more examples. If you want to draw here, you could basically see this high is broken. Like if you draw it from here, high, sorry, 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 what the fuck am I doing? Sorry, let's just delete all these. If you're drawing from here, you could see a low, high, lower low, and it breaks again high. Now draw your neckline. This is your neck, and this is your neck again. And where did price return to? Right over here on your neckline. It returned right on your neckline entry, and it flies after the breakout. Right? See, all these highs were broken. All these highs are broken. You gave your pullback, and you enter again. How easy is that? Let's look for more. And it went up. Here you get a breakout again. All these lows are broken. See, all these lows were broken. You draw high, a low, a high again, and a lower low, a breakout. Draw your neckline. This is your neckline. Always when you look for breakouts, make sure you look for a breakout with momentum. Always look for breakouts with momentum. You could consider all these as breakouts right here. Like if you draw these as your lows, you'll get a pullback right over here, here, and here again. Look where the price returned to after here. After these lows got broken, look where the price returned to before falling again. Right at our neckline. That's how basic this is. You look for confirmations and you enter. The price is false. That's basically how easy this is. Right over here, you could see over here as well. You could see so right over here you could see, you'll mark your low, your high, your low again, your high again. So now where do you mark your neckline? It's right over here, here, and here. See, where did price return to before flying again? Gave you a pullback. So that's what I'm basically saying. This is how gold moves. It gives you a breakout, gives you a pullback, it flies again. It gives you a breakout over here, it gave you a pullback on your neckline again before it went lower. That's how gold moves. There's no other way how it moves. This is its character. When it breaks a low, it'll give you a pullback. It'll go lower again. It broke the low over here. See? Where did it fall from? Delete it all. See? This is a low, a high, a lower low again. Sorry. Let me delete it all. Let me draw again. Let me draw again. Sorry. This is your high, low, high, and a lower low. Where's your neckline? Draw your neckline. It's right over here. See? This is your neckline. After the breakout, where did price return to? Right in here. Okay? And it fell again. Where is it rejecting from again? From the same place it's rejecting again. That's all. That's how basic and easy this strategy is. You need to master this before you master the markets, because this is how a trend moves or price moves. This is basically it. This is the breakout, pullback, entry strategy. Thank you. Please do like and subscribe for more content. If you guys have any doubts or want to contact me, please do drop a comment. Thank you.